Hey everyone, welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating world of football formations. Football is a language everyone understands, right? It's a universal sport that brings people together from all walks of life, whether you're a player, a coach, or a fan. Well, formations are like its grammar. They tell players where to stand on the field, which is super important for both attacking and defending. Just like in any language, understanding the grammar helps you communicate better. Understanding formations helps teams play better. Think of formations as a team's starting plan. It's the blueprint that guides the players on where to position themselves at the start of the game. This initial setup can greatly influence the flow and outcome of the match. Formations are written with numbers. For example, 4-4-2 means 4 defenders, 4 midfielders and 2 forwards. This numerical representation gives a quick snapshot of the team's structure and strategy. This system gives the team a basic structure. It provides a framework within which the players operate, ensuring that there is balance between defense and attack. But even with this structure, players can move around and be creative with their tactics. The formation is just the starting point. The real magic happens when players use their skills and creativity to adapt to the flow of the game. A team picks a formation based on a few things, like how strong or weak the other team is. They study their opponents meticulously, analyzing their strengths and weaknesses to choose the most effective formation. The coach's ideas about how to play are also really important. Each coach has a unique philosophy and approach to the game, which is reflected in the formations they choose. Plus, they have to think about which players they have and what those players are good at. A formation that works well for one team might not be suitable for another, depending on the player's skills and attributes. Understanding formations is key to understanding football. It allows you to see the game from a strategic perspective, appreciating the thought and planning that goes into each match. They help you see how the game works. By understanding formations, you can better appreciate the tactical battles that unfold on the pitch. They also help you appreciate the strategic battle between the coaches. Each coach is like a chess player, making moves and counter moves to outwit their opponent. So next time you watch a game, pay attention to the formations and see if you can spot the strategies at play. The 4-4-2 formation is super famous and widely recognized. It was the top formation for many, many years. This system is simple but incredibly strong. It uses 2 lines of 4 players for a tough, solid defense. 2 strikers up front try to score many goals. The 4-4-2 lets teams play directly, meaning they try to get the ball to the strikers fast. It also lets teams use the sides of the field, where wingers can cross the ball into the box. Teams like AC Milan and Manchester United were super successful using the 4-4-2. This formation was all about teamwork, hard work, and following the plan. You don't see it as much anymore, but it's still very important. Many formations today are based on the 4-4-2. It shows that sometimes simple is indeed best. Pep Guardiola is a genius when it comes to tactics. His approach to football has revolutionized the game, making him one of the most influential managers in modern football. Guardiola's philosophy is deeply rooted in the concept of positional play, which emphasizes the importance of space, movement, and ball control. This method has not only brought him immense success, but has also changed the way teams around the world approach the game. He changed football with his tiki-taka style at Barcelona. This style, characterized by short, quick passes and constant movement, allowed his team to dominate possession and control the tempo of the game. Tiki-taka is not just about passing, it's about creating triangles and ensuring that players always have multiple passing options. This relentless passing and movement tire out opponents and create opportunities to break down defenses. This style is all about keeping the ball. By maintaining possession, Guardiola's teams can dictate the flow of the game, making it difficult for opponents to mount attacks. The idea is simple: if the other team doesn't have the ball, they can't score. This philosophy requires players to be highly skilled and disciplined, as they must constantly be aware of their positioning and the positioning of their teammates. Players make quick, short passes to each other. These passes are not just random. They are carefully calculated to move the ball up the field while maintaining control. The players are trained to make these passes instinctively, creating a fluid and dynamic style of play that is difficult to defend against. This requires a high level of technical ability and understanding of the game. Positional play is the most important part of Guardiola's plan. It involves players occupying specific zones on the pitch, ensuring that there are always passing options available. This strategic positioning helps to stretch the opposition and create spaces that can be exploited. The players must be intelligent and adaptable, able to read the game and make quick decisions. It means players stand in smart spots on the field. These spots are not fixed. They change depending on the flow of the game. The players must constantly adjust their positions to maintain the team's shape and ensure that they are always in a position to receive the ball. This requires a deep understanding of the game and a high level of communication between the players. This creates lots of passing choices and makes it hard for the other team to defend. By constantly moving and creating passing lanes, Guardiola's teams can break down even the most organized defenses. The opposition is forced to chase the ball, which can lead to mistakes and openings that can be exploited. This relentless pressure can be mentally and physically exhausting for the opposing team. Guardiola's teams are famous for moving around a lot. This movement is not random, it is carefully choreographed to create space and passing options. The players must be in constant motion, always looking for ways to support their teammates and create opportunities. This dynamic style of play requires a high level of fitness and coordination. Players switch positions smoothly, so it's hard to know who is going where. This fluidity makes it difficult for the opposition to mark players and disrupts their defensive organization. The players must be versatile and comfortable playing in different positions, as they may be required to switch roles multiple times during a game. This versatility is a key component of Guardiola's philosophy. His Barcelona team with Xavi, Iniesta and Messi was amazing. These players were the perfect embodiment of Guardiola's philosophy, combining technical skill, intelligence and creativity. Their ability to read the game and make quick decisions allowed them to execute the tiki-taka style to perfection. This team is often regarded as one of the greatest in football history. They were the best in Europe with their passing and movement. Their success was not just due to their individual talents, but also their ability to work together as a cohesive unit. The players' understanding of Guardiola's philosophy and their commitment to executing it on the field made them nearly unstoppable. Their dominance in European competitions is a testament to the effectiveness of Guardiola's approach. Guardiola is still doing new things at Manchester City, showing that keeping the ball can be a great way to win. At Manchester City, he has continued to innovate and adapt his tactics to suit the players at his disposal. His ability to evolve and stay ahead of the competition is what makes him one of the greatest managers of all time. Guardiola's commitment to his philosophy and his relentless pursuit of perfection have cemented his legacy in the world of football. Jurgen Klopp made gegenpressing famous around the world. It's a really intense and demanding style of defending. Players quickly surround the other team right after losing the ball to regain possession. The goal is to get the ball back quickly near the other team's goal area. Gegenpressing takes a lot of energy, coordination and teamwork. Players need to be aggressive and never stop chasing the ball relentlessly. When it works, it's really powerful and effective. Klopp's Borussia Dortmund team surprised everyone with their high-energy pressing style. They won the German league 2 times in a row, an incredible achievement. His Liverpool team with Salah, Mané and Firmino also did great things with their pressing game. Gegenpressing isn't just about getting the ball back quickly. It's about making the other team mess up and creating chances to score goals. Klopp's teams are exciting to watch because they play with so much energy and passion. Data is changing football. It's revolutionizing the way the game is played, coached, and even watched by fans around the world. Teams now have tons of information, like where players run, who passes to who, and where the action happens on the field. This data is collected through advanced tracking systems and sophisticated algorithms that analyze every movement on the pitch. Experts use this data to find patterns and understand what's working. They can identify which strategies are most effective, which players are performing well, and where improvements can be made. This level of analysis was unimaginable just a few years ago. This information is super helpful for coaches. They can tailor their training sessions to focus on specific areas that need improvement, and they can develop game plans that exploit the weaknesses of their opponents. They use it to get ready for games and figure out the other team's strengths and weaknesses. By understanding the opposition's tactics, they can devise strategies to counteract them and gain a competitive edge. Data also helps teams find new players and help their current players get better. Scouts use data to identify potential signings who fit the team's style of play, and coaches use it to track player development and ensure they are progressing as expected. Data doesn't replace the coach's gut feeling, but it makes it even better. Coaches can combine their intuition and experience with data-driven insights to make more informed decisions during matches. By using data and their own smart ideas, coaches can make better choices. They can adjust their tactics on the fly, make substitutions that have a real impact, and ensure their team is always in the best possible position to win. Data makes things more fair. It levels the playing field by giving all teams access to the same information, regardless of their size or budget. Smaller teams can compete with bigger teams because they have the same information. They can analyze their opponents just as thoroughly and come up with strategies that give them a fighting chance. The use of data, experts, means football is in a new era where information is king. This new era is transforming the sport, making it more exciting, competitive, and unpredictable than ever before.